Want to give everybody a little live coverage of stalking in Tupelo, Mississippi. It's this white car from Tupelo County. I'm in Lee. Tupelo, nowhere near here. Not to be going to Aldi's. All right. Oh, it's good. I'm making them. They was hoping I'd just pull on out of the parking lot and then wait for me to get gone and they could pull out. But I've stayed on that, so they've got to follow through. And of course, they've all run up in there. None of them with shopping carts. I don't know if you know anything about Aldi's, but they don't have. I mean, you have to buy bags, and I mean, you 2 or 3 counties over. This one's a state over, and so I can't imagine somebody loading up on groceries. I can if you come in 2 or 3 counties or state over, but if you don't need a cart, that's not loading up. Another Tupelo County. Here we go, another stalker. I'm stirring them up now. Tupelo, Mississippi. Now, they've got several programs here. It's not their chief program, but they have the PAL, the capital PAL program. And that's an acronym for Perverts Always Lurking. And they have been lurking today. And so some of you may want to cover your eyes and ears because again, the fax machine's turned on, and so here's somebody listening to some gay 80s music, which a slow version of something the Village people did. I won't mention anything about colors or patterns or anything like that. I think it's Stevie Wonder. You can see this. So, and if you can't, then you have self-gaslighting. There we go. It wouldn't be right if we didn't have some racket or Kia. We'll go to the front here. Go to the front. Tupelo, Mississippi. PAL, Perverts Always Lurking. Chief Law Enforcement Officer of Lee County is Jim H. Johnson. Stalking. There's a TV station. That's where you get the real news. It's real fake. Here we go. So it's and the police chief, somehow I know he thinks he's in the EMA, the Lee County EMA. I mean, it's if you just go on their website and look at those folks, I mean, it looks like a Broadway cast of a hee-haw musical. And go on there and look, and you'll get the picture. For those that know what hee-haw is. If you don't, go ahead and look that up. And that'll give you a real depiction of that's about as true of a reflection of the people here in the dirty South. That's the clean version. Here we go. And of course it's getting dark now, so we gotta get them bright lights on. Gotta do that. Keep this Siegfried and Roy. I went to see them twice, and that was enough, really. But sometimes we're gluttons for punishment. I'd have probably gone back the 3rd time, but finally, the pet tiger decided he'd go ahead and end it, put us all out of our misery. And the more I think about it, this DHS, FBI, InfraGard, Citizens Corps Cops program is just another version of Siegfried and Roy, smoke and mirrors. It's all criminal, smoke and mirrors, illegal hat tricks, and these victims out here that you're tricking, that you think you've got trained, jumping through hoops and all that. Do not be surprised when that trick animal that you pet and say, look how tame he is, look how brain controlled he is, and then you get attacked and half your head chewed off and nobody saw that coming. Well, I think you now take note of what I just said. So organized perverts out here stalking, law enforcement ran. There goes one. Boom. I mean, you're gonna see a lot. I mean, a lot of pickup trucks and SUVs in Mississippi, and maybe I'll do a video and it'll give you a real clear explanation of why that's the predominant vehicle. When you see the asses on these people, you'll understand it, you'll get it. Okay? I mean, that's it. You're trying to sell a small sedan that has the possibility of having a narrow seat in it, you can't give them away. So, you've seen stalking once, you've seen them all. We gotta get these behind me. Okay? See that? I want to run up on me. Get closer. That's all you gotta do is ride my bumper. That'd be the best idea. Speed limit here is about 35. He's angry. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. But now, they don't have to obey the law. They don't have to obey the law. I'm doing 47. Speed limit's 40. And he's flying like a bat out of a burning stump. But that's all part of the deal. You know what I mean? It's part of the deal. It's 45 in front of my house. I've never seen them write a ticket out there. The only thing I've ever seen out there is them, Union County, on my property, peeping through windows or trying to serve some bullshit warrant or whatever. But I can tell you, if they're in my driveway, you can believe one thing. They are breaking the law. Period. That's exactly how that dog hunts. So their side of the story is bullshit. My side of the story is what I just told you. That's why we're in federal court. We're going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to do it. And obviously, this stalking me. I got a dump truck and another white car behind me, and a white dump truck. The only thing they're missing with this deal is a hearse. Let's say that. Oh, a white SUV. White SUV. Okay. Tupelo is proud. Perverts always lurking on Birmingham Ridge Road in Lee County. Jim Johnson. These are his ass clowns. Okay? These are his ass clowns. I'm just going to slow down. Since it's not interstate, we can drive at any speed. Apparently. You're not supposed to go over the speed. Now they can. I get a ticket for it. I get a ticket for it. They know what time it is. I got the rest of my life. I was in a hurry, but I'm not now. I've changed up on you. Let's see this car here. It wasn't white, was it? Folks, you can't make this up. Oh, well, they're not doing anything wrong. It's the highway. It's not a highway. It's Birmingham Ridge Road. It's a road at best. More like a trail with reflectors on it. And people have come out here in Chicken Scratch, Mississippi, and built them a brick house. I mean, really? If you had enough money to do this, you could have left the state. That tells me there's a problem. And people go invest money and squat out here on the trail. What color is that? There we go. If I ain't went around, I've got to do 26 to get them to do it. I'm gonna make them do it. I'm gonna make them do it. Here's number 2. Oh, it's a black one. He got 2 antennas with a Panola County tag. He's way out of pocket. All right, oh, there's another one. There's one from Union County. That's a Hyundai. Not to be confused with a Honda. The difference is about $35,000. Ride one of them for 5 or 6 miles. If you don't have back problems, you will. It's like buying some cheap China stuff out of one of them claw things at Walmart. I'm telling you, these new Hondas or Kias, you dangle the chance knowing it's never going to happen. One of these crash dummy stalkers that are freeloading leeches, ain't got a pot to piss in or when to throw it out of, they dangle one of them in there and make them think they're going to get one of them. But the time being, we're going to send you $20 on a Cash App and you can go get you some dope. And I mean, they wet their panties over that. They think it's a lottery. And they won't hesitate to go out there and commit felonies because they told them, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. What if something happens? Well, I will be there to protect you. I'm 5 foot from them. They're not. I've made it real clear. I'm not oblivious. Believe me, I could get you way before they can save me. Oh, y'all got taking great comfort in thinking that won't happen. That is crazy. That is crazy. There's a lot of people out here, and we've seen it all over national news. People snapped doing stuff. Of course, they don't say anything about stalking. No, that would possibly legitimize that behavior. And I'm not saying that behavior is proper, but you take a dog and put him in a cage, a cramped cage, and deprive him and poke sticks in at him long enough, and then after a while you let that dog out thinking that dog was going to wag his tail and you pet it. You're going to have a rude awakening. Even the ones you got petted, Siegfried and Roy, it's going to turn on you. So I just did a video earlier about Union County's law enforcement, missing person, Jessica Stacks, and a whole clutch of new stalkers, crash dummy stalkers that I don't know. Well, folks, look, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. They've all got the same characteristics and traits. That's it. I mean, it is real simple. I won't go through all the steps. If you can't tell the difference between somebody that is a perp or somebody that's a victim or a citizen that's oblivious, then you do have a problem. If you have to question it more than one time, you've got a problem. Okay? I'll give you one simple tip, is when you're talking about a certain subject, and when I get on subjects I'm talking about it, I'm not just pulling stuff, I'm not doing a Rocky and Bullwinkle skit, pulling something out of my hat. I'm laying it down like it is. Inevitably, people that they hear this, they contact me, and they can't wait to tell me, well, this is what it is. I don't recall ever making a post. So would somebody please tell me what's going on? I didn't do that. When somebody said, well, this is what it really is, and we're off to the races. And at that point, I say, well, this is what it really is. Let me stop you right there. This is what it really is. It really is this. You and I are not going to discuss anything about whatever you're talking about. I'm not walking around with a question mark on my head, and I didn't ask you what it really was or what your opinion was or anything else. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not a know-it-all. But as it comes, as it concerns the elements of evil and crimes committed against an individual by a group of individuals, and it's a national program, I am fully aware of that. I'm fully aware who runs it. All the way down to the man on the street. That is not a question mark. And they've got one intersection, that's classic, right here from Birmingham Ridge Baptist Church. And I'm going to tell you folks, they organize in the Birmingham Ridge Baptist Church. I'm glad I passed that, got that on there. We hadn't talked about enough fake churches. I just like to know how many Masons and Eastern Stars they've got going there. If they got one in there, that means that preacher is not preaching the gospel. My friend, ain't no Mason or Eastern Star gonna sit in a church where the preacher is preaching the truth. You cannot be a Mason or an Eastern Star and be a born-again Christian. Really? You can't be both. The Masonic Fraternal Order of the Masons, Eastern Star, is a religion. Period. People want to say, no, it's a group. It's a group, yeah. It's fraternal. It rhymes with eternal. And following that is damnation. Oh, that is what they're looking forward to. If they're not, if it's not, if the Masons, if that's not a religion, somebody please tell me. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I'm not. Why is it everywhere I go, I see these old buildings and they say Masonic Temple on them? That is a mixed message there. Next intersection, a mixed message, isn't it? No, it's not a religion. What's that down there on Main Street? On the corner down there, in Amory, in Tupelo. We go, that's a Masonic building, but officially, what's it say on the building? Masonic Temple? Okay, thank you. Folks, temple, mosque, church, that's a place defined by the government as a place of worship. So, there you have it. It's a religion. G, it's got everything. They may say it, G's for God. I don't know since when. The Masons have been around for 1,000 years. No, going way back to the lost tribe of Dan. They disappeared. And the school of thought is they ended up in Scotland, in They've changed their name, their clan to the Scottish Rite. And out of that was born the Masons. These renegades, heathens. And there's a lot more to that story, but I won't go into it. So I'm not uneducated on the order of the Freemasons. And they think they're, another white car, they think their credentials are this. Do you realize how many presidents were Masons? And what's that supposed to mean? Because when you say president, I think of Joe Biden. And I'm looking at somebody along that caliber that's telling me that. I'm not impressed. Yeah, I do realize that. I do realize that. So, anyway, that card has been overplayed. It's tired, worn out. Nobody wants to hear it. And so that's the deal. But people are so intrigued and so feel so included that now finally their life has meaning. These people that had no life, you know, they're either just absolutely losers, imbeciles, morons, and so forth, that love. Now they're being told that you're special. You're a secret agent, man. You can get a Kia, and you can even break the speed limit or drive a car with no tag on it. Don't worry about a driver's license. And they're just sitting there thinking, I have hit the lottery. I have hit the lottery. I can't wait till I get back to the trailer to tell everybody else. Oh, you can't tell everybody it's a trailer. Oh, I can't. No. And so they get them in that claptrap. And then they go out there and commit, got the audacity